good morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is amazing. As a matter of fact, right now, go down in the comments, tell me how your day is. I'm going to start my day with a complete disaster of a cage here. Of course, my girl Daisy blew up her cage. She also pooped in her cage, so she does have some shed still stuck on her. And again, I've talked a lot about it this time of year with the weather, especially right now. We've got a little cold snap. The furnace is on more, dries the air out a ton. So we're going to have to get Daisy out, get her in sew, clean this entire cage up. Let's just jump in. I tell you what, getting big snakes out like this, especially with a girl like Daisy, sometimes can be a little challenging. And for whatever reason, I hate to bring up negatives, but sometimes the kind of topic on the internet about her not being healthy because she has mouth rot or something like that. And we've had vets look at her. She certainly doesn't have mouth rot. You could see she has a little bit of a funky overbite. She has always had it. And like I've mentioned, sometimes she'll like rub it in the dirt a little bit. She'll get a little bit crusty, but she doesn't have mouth rot. And for whatever reason, I've said this before, like if someone just says something, even if it's not true online enough, people just believe it to be true. So obviously Daisy is healthy. She definitely needs a little bit of help shedding, there's no doubt about that, but she's a good animal and super nice. She's almost 10 years old, and for those of you that don't know it, she's actually Lucy's sister, of course, and she's just a good snake. Now, interestingly enough, you guys know that Lucy loves water, so whenever I soak her, she just goes right in it. Well, Daisy, on the other hand, doesn't like water much at all, so getting her in the water is always a little bit of a chore. And one of the other nice things is that it just gives her a chance to get the shed kind of moistened up and ultimately shed out. But boy, she is a handful. This is an 18-foot plus snake that is got a mind of its own for sure. Come on, little girl, let's go. Come on, you're almost there. You're almost there. Oh my gosh, she is a handful. So, all right, we got her in here. Let's go ahead, get this cage cleaned up because it's a wreck. Just collecting some shed because actually in the gift shop that we're going to be doing, we're going to actually have shed skin, like jewelry from specific animals. So you see we have marked Daisy here. Each animal, when they shed, we're actually taking a bunch of their shed and putting in a bag. That way when we make the jewelry, we can actually say this is Daisy's shed or Lucy's shed or whoever the case may be. So here's another bag for our potential gift shop. Cage is all cleaned up, disinfected, looking really good. So I'm just gonna let her soak for maybe another 20-30 minutes, go do some other things. We'll come back and get her in a little bit. I'm pretty excited, guys, that we are actually getting ready for the podcast, or well, later on tonight, with you guys are watching, we'll have already done the podcast. Well, hopefully we'll have already done the podcast, but definitely not without some issues. We definitely had some problems figuring out how to stream everything. So the idea is we got 3 microphones here. Obviously, myself, Lori, Noah's going to be here, and whatever guests that we end up bringing onto the podcast. But ultimately, we're also going to have 3 camera angles so that we can have switchers and stuff like that. I had to call my buddy Robin to help us out because we just could not figure out how to stream it that way because we want to stream live and then of course be uploaded. So regardless, with any luck, we'll have this thing figured out. We'll have our first podcast tonight, kind of just an introductory podcast. It'll get much better, and we're going to build a podcast room. Right now, we're just going to be doing it here for just the time being and stuff like that. So lot to get done. Hopefully it works out, and with any luck later on tonight, we'll have our first podcast. I love it. All our scaleless corns are now consolidated in one area, and oh my gosh, some of these things are crazy. This is actually a scaleless Abbott's Okatee, and wow, that thing is unbelievable. Again, all this whole rack is scaleless stuff. Look at this anery right here. This is, of course, a black scaleless corn or an anery scaleless corn, just starting to shed a little bit. Really cool. And a lot of people always ask me that, like, do scaleless corns shed? They shed just like a normal snake, but instead of having scales, they're almost like smooth. It's really kind of weird. But look at this one here. Oh my gosh. This is actually a hypo diffused Okatee scaleless. Unbelievable. I could go through this whole rack, just crazy scaleless stuff. I just want to keep this entire rack. Most of them are for sale, but definitely going to go through and keep on a bunch of these.
It's tea, bruh.
Oh, where'd you get all these vintage teas from?
China.
Ugh.
nuts in there?
Don't break it. Awesome.
This is like Grandma's potpourri. Or her ashes. Wait, did someone send you all these from China?
This ain't from China, dude. No, China.
China?
Almonds.
You guys may not know this, but when I really got into pythons, my real true love was ball pythons and carpet pythons. At one point we had like, I don't know, like 50 or 60 adult carpet pythons. I kind of miss it. I kind of miss them, to be totally honest with you. But we also had jungle carpet pythons way before hardly anyone else did. I think we were like the second people to produce them or something like that. Regardless, they are amazing. And this is exactly that dream animal here. That super yellow and jet black. I mean, that is an incredible animal. Nobody can possibly look at that thing and not think how insane it is. All right, gonna check on my girl Daisy here. I'm sure she is looking good after being in the water for a little bit. You can see all that shed just literally is just coming off like nothing. Little bit of shed here, off here. She's looking good. Most of it's already off, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just slowly get her back in her cage. And then as she's going back in, I can actually see if there's any more shed on her that I can kind of help off a little bit. But she looks really good. Look at how gorgeous she looks. That new skin. Wow. What a snake. And it's good too because she just went to the bathroom as well, which means she's nice and lean and mean, ready for some food here in the next day or two. I'll leave her alone for a day or two, get her settled in, feed her in a little bit, but wow. What an impressive snake, huh? Well, my girl Pickle shed, so it obviously is a day of molting and shedding, but oh my gosh, this is gonna be impossible to get her cleaned up. What are you doing, girl? Come on, don't. I just want to get all the shout. Normally she sheds in one piece. Today she kind of shed in the blowout, but again, this time of the year that kind of happens because things start to get a little bit dry in here, but well, so, come on, little girl. That's all right, baby. I don't want to get bit by a green tree python. These guys have some pretty big teeth. That's okay, baby. I'm just trying to get all your shed out here, honey. It's okay. There you go. There you go. We're all right. Whoa! Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on, Pickles. What a beautiful snake, though. But again, green tree pythons definitely have some pretty large teeth, and the bite is not very fun. And I don't want her to have to bite me either. You know, I don't want her to have her go through that experience either. So we're just trying to get the shed out here. Come on, baby. Oh, there's a little shed right there. Come on. Oh. Woo. Whoa. She is definitely a very reactive animal. And look, she's actually gonna come off her perch for me here. I'm gonna see if I can't actually get her out so that I can actually get a little bit of the shed off of her. And this is an animal I don't handle very often, quite frankly, but it's not a terrible animal once you get it out. And that's the thing about green tree pythons. They really do get a bad rap for being a really bad animal, but once you have them out, they're relatively good. You can see Pickles, even when it's in the cage, will be extremely defensive, but once out of the cage is actually a pretty good animal and can actually be handled really well. Again, very fragile animals. They hold onto the perches really tight, so you don't want to ever rip them off their perches. You want to take them off, let them crawl off the perch, and the fact that she was crawling off gave me an opportunity to just kind of get her. And again, you can see just a little bit of stuck shed on her here. We're gonna probably have to just work on that a little bit. Now, it's a little different with green tree pythons because you don't want to soak them the same way you'd soak other animals, but we'll get her all cleaned up, get her cage out, and hey, what an awesome experience to be able to take her out and handle her a little bit. She is a gorgeous snake. And I guess it's a good opportunity for me to show you how I would soak an arboreal snake. Now again, arboreal snakes aren't really swimmers, right? So if I put her in an inch of water or something like that, there's a chance that she just wouldn't do well. She'd either stress out, she could potentially even drown. Certainly emerald tree boas are known for being really bad about soaking. Green tree python's not quite as bad, but I still don't want to stress her out. So basically what I do is I take a bunch of warm water with damp paper towel and I just line the bottom, and then I take some other paper towel and I'm just gonna kind of lay it on her back a little bit. She can kind of crawl through things. I'll leave her in here for maybe about a half hour or something like that, and that moisture is just going to really penetrate that skin, and then we can help her kind of slowly shed out and stuff like that. So I'll cap this off, leave this alone. Again, nice and warm. This is a nice warm spot here. Maybe a half hour, come back, we'll get her up and she should look great. These candinos are getting crazy. Of course, the candinos are candy and albino allelic, but they have purple instead of white, and the purple starts to come in right around this size. Believe it or not, here in another month or so, these guys are gonna be even more purple, and this, of course, is a Candino Cine, which is gonna be even more purple than the normal Candino. I love these guys. Like I mentioned a couple days ago, we're gonna go through and ultrasound as many of the female ball pythons as we can, get that baseline so we can start making decisions on growth and breeding and all that type of stuff. So it's just a matter of getting every single female and just going ahead and marking her down. Now this girl actually is, oh, she's got some decent follicles right off the rip. I wasn't expecting to have decent follicles, but you can see right here, they're actually pretty big. Most of the ones I was ultrasounding before were about 11 millimeters, and I'm kind of expecting that. These guys are actually 16 millimeters. Now this is an interesting animal. This is a Pastavi that is het for clown. So it's a pastel, it's a Mojave, it's het for clown, and it's being bred to a banana clown. So that is awesome to see this girl starting to really grow. 15, 16 millimeters is well on the way. Once they get to about 20 millimeters, that usually is like a lock, like they're gonna probably produce. Every now and then you'll have them go backwards, but 20, 22 millimeters is that gold standard of like, okay, chances are pretty good you're gonna get a clutch. So we still have ways to go. I'm still expecting most of the females to be, you know, probably in that 10, 11 gram range. I don't expect much. This actual girl, this pastel lesser clown last year produced, so she may be a little bit smaller. There's the gallbladder, and then right at the other side, you'll start to see follicles, and these guys are very, very small follicles. I mean, literally about 5 millimeter follicles or so. So not anytime soon with that girl. But again, she produced late. She was one of the last clutches that we had in the year. So I'm assuming she's probably going to be one of the last clutches again this year if she goes. This is a brand new female here that's very small. So I'm assuming these guys are going to be a little bit far behind too. But you know, I tell you what, about 10 millimeter follicles right there. So these guys are looking pretty decent. For a little girl, that's really good. Yep, exactly 10 millimeters. So she's right at that 1,500 gram mark, which is where you want a female to be when you start breeding them. So far so good. I think everything's going to be in that range probably, and then hopefully in a month or so it'll be more like 15 to 20 millimeters. Again, these guys are a little smaller, maybe 5, 6 millimeters. Let's see what this girl has here. This is actually a pretty secret project that I'm really excited about. But little tiny, teeny, tiny follicles, probably only like 2 millimeters. So we've got a lot of females to go. We're just gonna kind of run through as many as we possibly can. All right, so wrapping up the ultrasound, you know, it's right where I expect it, to be honest with you. We did have one female that actually had 25 millimeters. That's awesome. But the majority were 10, 12. We had a couple 8, stuff like that. So early in the breeding season, about where I would expect. Not exactly an early breeding season for us, so I doubt we're going to have eggs in March or April. I think it's going to be more like April, May, June, something on that lines. But things are going well. Breeding's going well. We'll just keep an eye on it. What we really are going to know is that here in 2 or 3 weeks when we ultrasound again, did those 11 or 12 millimeters go to 15 or 16 millimeters? That's going to be the true telling sign of what kind of a year we're going to have. All right, it is time. We're going to do the first kind of test podcast right now. Pretty excited. Link in the description. Also, make sure to check out the Checking In Clips page where we'll be doing clips with that. So please subscribe to both of them. Check it out. Wish me luck. I hope this goes well.
He just said, I do swear in real life. Like what?
Like so nice.
Lori has already said that I'm not welcome on her podcast.
Wow.
I did not say that, did I?
Yeah, I know you did say that.
Yeah, I
You
think
said
I
that
recall
multiple
that.
times if I'm not mistaken.
You talk, and you talk a lot.
Yeah, and in your podcast, there's not going to be talking then, I presume, huh?
Just silence.
Just silence.
Silence.
It's like an ASMR.
all you'll hear is
I
just
swear to
wine
God, sometimes
being
I
sipped
hate you both
and
so
coffee
much.
being brewed.
Speaking of wine,
Yes.
what's
What's in this cup right here?
Wine. Listen, this was a really, really hard day.
That is some
I needed
strong
to
stuff.
I literally walked next door to the gas station and got a bottle.
She
just
did.
to get through the rest
Middle
of the
day.
I've never seen you
Occasionally.
drink wine in the middle of the day
Me neither.
at
It
work.
was a
Must have been a rough day.
really hard day.
As a family, we can no longer talk except on the podcast. So it's going to be save it for the podcast.
Thank you guys for watching, checking in, and we are checking
Check me
out.
out.
Yeah, we're checking out. We'll see you guys. Thank you for watching. That was a ton of fun. Don't get me wrong, it's going to get better. We still have some bugs to work out, but I tell you what, it's in the books. Our first kind of podcast, checking in. Please show it some love over there. What an absolutely great time. It's going to be really cool coming up for sure. So I will see you over on that page. As for now, if you enjoyed this video, can you hit this video right here? Here's an entire playlist of stuff that you can watch if you so choose. Over here, hit that subscribe button while you're subscribing to checking in, of course. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember to be kind to someone. I promise. I'll see you guys tomorrow.